Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to OSCW TV, exclusively at xmediashows.com, home of OSCW TV, of course, and also live from the Sunset Flip, the best wrestling podcast on the net nowadays. I am your host, Jason Matthews, in the broadcast position, alongside Reginald Vanderhoff and Jared the Man Shapiro. We're taking a look at some exclusive footage from OSCW Lord of the Ring 2010 as we see the new sensation, John Skyler. I don't even think cocky or bodacious or this guy, John Skyler, is definitely one of a kind.
Why wouldn't you be cocky? Why wouldn't you have confidence? A member of the Dynasty, the Carolina Independent Cruiserweight of the Year. I mean, John Skyler, he's young, he's in shape, and he's got it all going on. And I think he's going to grab a mic and he's got a few words for the crowd.
Don't forget last year's rookie.
Absolutely.
You see John Skyler with some words for the OSCW universe.
These idiots will let the man talk.
Well, you know, they've got
Ladies
a lot to say, too.
and gentlemen, and I use that term very loosely,
I don't think so.
allow myself to introduce myself.
Why do you introduce yourself?
I am the new sensation. I am your hero. I am the future of the world.
Well, you know, you've got the mic, you can say what you want, I guess.
And I'm the winner of the Winner's Choice contract, which I can still cash in whenever I please.
Oh, come on.
Now, as for tonight, I was supposed to team with my fellow Dynasty members, Chris Main and Rufio Rush. Unfortunately, Rufio Rush has suffered some sort of brainurism.
Well, these are the games
And
always played by the
unfortunately,
Dynasty.
Chris Main's having travel problems, but don't fear,
Dirtiest
because I, John
dynasties in the
Skyler,
business.
have found the perfect replacement, the perfect partner, if you will. He is a wrestling machine. He is a physical specimen. The man, the myth, Reginald Vanderhoff.
Oh,
And there I am in all my glory.
I wouldn't call it glory, Reginald Vanderhoff.
I got my t-shirt, I got my wrestling tights, I got my hair done, I got my boots on, I'm ready to compete.
I can't even take this seriously, Reginald Vanderhoff.
Well, you know, there's nobody back there that's going to face me and John Skyler. I mean, the
You
two
know,
of us.
I see you flexing your muscle there. I guess if Hulk Hogan had pythons, you've got garden snakes, right? Small but deadly.
You know what? Hey, I can get in there. Look, I can rock and roll too. Look at that. Yes!
Yeah, see, you certainly can do. You certainly got the roll part down, Reginald.
Ladies and gentlemen, the perfect partner and the perfect manager, Mr.
Just let us
Reginald
talk.
Vanderhoff. You know, it's great to be here in Bucksnort, Mississippi. We're sorry. We're in Mount Pleasant. Now, like he said, there's nobody back there that wants to face us, so why doesn't the commission just come out here, award us the victory, so we can go over to the bar next door and get our drink on and our freak on with some women.
It's too bad the rest of the Dynasty won't be back there.
You don't worry about it.
Hi, over here. Good to see you.
Oh,
again.
we see OSCW Commissioner Brett Wolverton.
Shoney's is
Trying to
missing
ruin
a
my
big
moment.
boy. Cute. You're right. No tag team wanted to face you guys tonight. I looked in the back, no teams wanted to do it. I couldn't find 3 guys that wanted to do it. I couldn't find 4 guys that wanted to do it. Not even 4. However, I did find 1 person that wanted to face you 2 tonight. So I decided to let them have their match.
We've got a surprise for you guys.
At this point, I'm feeling pretty good about things.
It'll be 2-on-1 against this man, Big Hoss!
I got a feeling that elation is to be short-lived.
Still feeling good at this point?
Yeah, and here's where it all went south.
As we see one of the largest, I'm not even going to say one of the largest men in professional wrestling. I'm going to say one of the largest men in the world. Big Hoss.
What was Brett Wolverton thinking, sitting in this walking building out there? I was assured we wouldn't have any opponents, we would get our hand raised, and we would get our payday, and we would go back to the bar. This is ridiculous.
Big Hoss is, you're right, he is a walking building, begins to describe what he is. He is definitely, he's nothing close to normal.
You know, I went to Ryan's the other day for the $4.99 lunch buffet, and I saw Big Hoss there. They had to shut down the buffet because of this man. This man is enormous.
For those of you that are unaware, Big Hoss, other than being a big-time professional wrestler, Hoss is also a national level champion powerlifter. Big Hoss is at an 800-pound bench press. Big Hoss, one time, Big Hoss and I were working out, and he wanted to warm up, so he started curling me. All 305 pounds of me. Big Hoss is no joke. And I was watching this match from backstage, celebrating my victory over the Man Scout, Jake Manning. And Reggie, all I could do was just feel sorry. Just feel remorse for what was about to happen to you and the new sensation, John Skyler.
Well, if you planted a flag in this man's backside, he could be declared a small country. Big Hoss is no joke. But let me assure you, I wasn't scared. I wasn't afraid of Big Hoss. I mean, I'm Reginald Vanderhoff. Look at me. I'm taking my time. I'm going to the outside thinking about things. You know, it's a little unique world for me to actually be in the ring and not managing outside of it. But I got things under control right now.
Okay.
I think if the whole Dynasty would have been there, then maybe. But you know, I will give John Skyler a small amount of credit. John Skyler is definitely not backing down to Big Hoss.
Well, you know,
It's not like he's on the outside of the ring doing laps.
I will deal with Rufio Rush and Chris Main at our next event. But meanwhile, John Skyler has proven his worth to me. John Skyler didn't run. He didn't cry. He didn't whine. He didn't beg. He got in there. And by gosh, I got in there too.
I think I might have to hesitate getting in there. I'm glad me and Big Hoss are on the same team as we see celebrity ring announcer Eddie Rich making his way to ringside. John Skyler getting prepared. Reginald Vanderhoff keeping the shirt on for the time being.
Yeah, we don't want all the women in the audience to pass out at my good looks.
I don't think it'd be the good looks making him pass out.
My incredible physique.
Incredible, yes. But not the good looks.
It is, your physique is definitely unique as we see John Skyler with a much different physique getting prepped up in the corner.
We're just warming up.
Say, Reggie, when they say you're in shape, they're talking about round.
Yeah, well, you know, we all can't be, you know, physical specimens like Malachi.
As we see John Skyler sidestepping Big Hoss.
And celebrating victory.
Then we see the head games getting played by the Dynasty already as they try to get the upper hand in this match. Size advantage doesn't even begin to describe the difference between John Skyler and Big Hoss. Well, there's at least 300 pounds between them.
I mean, let's face it, Big Hoss is an anomaly when it comes to professional wrestling. I mean, there aren't many men his size in the business.
And not to be outdone, John Skyler, ever braggadocious, tying up with Big Hoss and getting thrown all the way across the ring. Hoss looks unfazed as we see.
And see, right here, I'm telling John, you know, don't attack his upper body. Look how huge the man is. Go for his legs. Attack the knees. He's got to have a vulnerability somewhere. Well, here I come.
This
Like a big game of chicken.
Yeah, I guess this is
Now, see, now we're bigger than Big Hoss, so this should work out.
We're not Voltron.
Oh, well, you know what happened? That was Big Hoss blowing wind in my face. He's got the breath of dogs. He's like he's been at a buffet all day. I mean, good grief, what could I do except drop John Skyler?
You dropped John Skyler, you did, as we see Skyler back into the fight, ready to go again. And he runs right into Haas and falls down. You know, you called Haas the walking building, and he definitely is. He's a huge, just wall of a man.
You can show a movie on that back. Look how wide it is.
I think Skyler might want to pick a different game plan besides running into...
He's taking up a corner of the screen here.
Haas completely unmoved by Skyler's attempt at trying to outpower him. I think that was definitely a tactical miscue on behalf of the Dynasty there. As we see Reggie V getting in for a little action now.
Yeah, well, so we're both going to try. Well, it didn't work.
Both failed.
Not exactly. Reggie, you took an awkward spill there to the canvas. And
Look at
then
that, he's grabbing
the
my
shirt
shirt.
coming off.
Whoa!
Revealing some of that Dynasty body art you got last weekend in Tijuana.
Yeah, well, a few too many Mai Tais.
And as we see Skyler getting in, finally getting in a little offense against Haas, who was distracted.
Never get drunk, pass out on the beach and in amongst friends.
Irish whip not working at all. Haas effortlessly throws Skyler into the ropes.
Oh, choke slam.
Maybe not. I don't think that's going to work.
Maybe not. And John Skyler.
One more time. He's trying to muscle
I
him
thought
up.
maybe that third time would have done it, but Haas is not even flinching.
And this is what happens when you give up.
We see Skyler just give it in.
Oh!
But he was
Out of
playing.
nowhere.
He was playing possum drop kick to John Skyler. Takes Haas off his feet. That is something we don't see often. Another drop kick from John Skyler. Big Haas into the ropes. A third drop kick right on the mush of Big Haas.
That's what John should do. Use his speed, use his agility. I mean, this guy's a monster.
We see John Skyler calling in for the reinforcements here.
This is a complete farce by Brett Wolverton here.
We see the call out to Kamala right there as Reginald Vanderhoff, full head of steam into Big Haas.
And down was one.
Taking that big spill into the middle of the ring after running into Haas. It's almost like, and Haas again. Just
It was
this
like
man
hitting
is,
a brick wall.
this
What
man
was I
is
supposed to do?
This man is so huge. He's using John Skyler as a plaything. John Skyler, who was mounting a bit of offense earlier in this match. Big Beal toss on John Skyler by Haas coming out of the corner.
I mean, this is not fair. He's treating John Skyler like a pinata. Look at him.
Both members of the Dynasty just looking like it's a war zone in the ring. As John Skyler just getting thrown around like a rag doll. And here we see Haas picking John Skyler up. Irish whipping to the ring. John Skyler, gorilla press slam by Big Haas. He's got to be 8 feet in the air into the jackhammer power slam.
I thought I was going to have to scrape John off the mat after that.
This, folks, the only saving grace of John Skyler is the fact you can't see it on the camera just yet, but the World Heavyweight Champion, the Insane Asylum, coming out to ringside, distracting Big Haas, saving John Skyler from a world of hurt. As we see Reggie, ever the opportunist.
I get the tag right there. Asylum's causing a distraction. I put on the sleeper hold.
Uh-oh.
This
Big Hoss was going out right. Oh!
wow. Here's we see a shot of Asylum. Damage is done. But I don't think Haas is any the worse for wear after that. Asylum defeating Roughhouse Matthews for the world title several weeks ago. Big Haas calling him out. Reginald Vanderhoff clutching his head into the ring. Reginald, how did that feel being underneath all that man?
I was unconscious at this point.
And that, folks,
I think you'll be able to see it. I think we have a replay here.
And that, folks, as they say, is that. Here we see a replay of the wonderful choke slam into the drop kick, taking Haas off his feet, John Skyler. And here we see it, the infamous squash 2010.
We actually collide heads, as you see, right there.
Reggie, I would ask what's going through your mind, but I think we just saw it.
Yeah, I was unconscious.
Haas
And
using
John Skyler having to help me to the back. I had bruised ribs. I had a concussion.
as we see that custom artwork on
Horrible.
Reggie's body there. Haas using Reggie's body as a surfboard. And now we see Haas celebrating after the victory. He will definitely be looking to challenge anyone, especially the Insane Asylum, in his attempt, in his quest, in his fervor for the OSCW World Heavyweight Championship. Big Haas victorious over the Dynasty at Lord of the Ring 2010, which you see exclusively here, folks, on OSCW television. The only place to watch it is at xmediashows.com, home of all your favorite OSCW footage, and live from the Sunset Flip. For Big Hoss, Reginald Vanderhoff, and Jared Shapiro, I'm Jason Matthews. Thank you for watching, and see ya on the flip side.